Hey everyone, welcome to our introduction to character development. This lesson's objective will be I can identify key character roles and analyze how characters change throughout a story. This aligns with our target to describe how characters respond to plot development in a literary text. First, let's talk about what is character development. Character development is how a character changes or grows throughout a story. Think about a book or movie you enjoy. The main character or protagonist probably faces challenges, learns lessons, or becomes a better person. This process of change is what makes characters interesting. Without character development, stories would feel flat. Readers like to see how a character reacts to the problems they face and what they learn in the end. So, to start with, we're going to look at the main types of characters, the protagonist and the antagonist. The protagonist is the main character, the one who drives the story forward. They usually have a goal or something that they want. The second main character is usually the antagonist, and he is the character who stands in the way or causes conflict for the protagonist. Again, think about your favorite story. The protagonist is also sometimes called the hero, and the antagonist is usually the villain. But it's not always that simple. Sometimes the antagonist can be a situation, a fear, or even something inside the protagonist. Now, characters have two categories of traits. We have internal traits. This describes who they are on the inside, like their personality, thoughts, and feelings. For example, someone might be brave, curious, or shy. External traits describe what they look like or how they act on the outside, like being tall, having curly hair, wearing glasses, or being a good runner. Both internal and external traits help make a character unique and drive their actions in the story. Next, we want to look at the character's motivation, and this is what drives them to act. It's what they want or need to achieve by the end of the story. For the protagonist, the motivation might be something like winning a competition, solving a mystery, or even maybe making a friend. The antagonist often has their own motivation, which is usually in conflict with the protagonist's goals. Motivation is important because it explains why characters make the choices they do, and it helps the story move forward. And finally, a character will change. One of the most interesting parts of a story is how the protagonist changes. In most stories, characters don't stay the same, they grow. They might become more confident, learn a lesson, or change their way of thinking. For example, in The Lion King, Simba starts off unsure of himself, but learns to take responsibility and become a leader. This process of growth or learning is what makes the character's journey satisfying for readers. So, as a review, the protagonist is the main character, the one who drives the story. The antagonist is the character who creates conflict. Internal and external traits make characters unique. Motivation is what drives characters to act. And by the end of the story, most characters change or grow. Okay, so now that we've gone over this, we're going to do some practice activities to dive deeper into these elements.